Are those opposite sex friendships you have hurting your relationship? Let's break it down. Early on in the relationship, you should discuss with your partner how many opposite sex friends that you have. At that point, a determination can be made whether or not that's going to work for your partner. Now, after we identify how many friends or how many opposite sex friends you have, it'd probably be a good thing to be able to find out where those friendships were established. Are those longtime school friends? Are they past co-workers? Are they people from the neighborhood? You could take a different viewpoint based upon where those friendships may have been initiated. Again, as we look at this, we also want to analyze how long have those opposite sex friendships existed with you? Is it been something that's been new friendships? Or are these opposite sex friendship things that date back to your childhood? I believe that the answers to those questions can provide us great determination as to how we as the partner can accept or not accept that reality. Another key thing I'd like to know when it comes to opposite sex friendships is I want to know the marital status of that person. Is that person that's the opposite sex friend, are they some player where they got a whole bunch of women or whatnot? Or is it a person who, is married? That might be something to consider also. Um, Another important thing to do with opposite sex friendships is to, early on in the relationship, you need to establish boundaries. And when I'm talking about boundaries, I'm speaking specifically of maybe texting and calling. You don't text your friend that's with someone or either married to someone the same way you might text them or interact with them if they were single. Um, Also, you want to be mindful of the type of interaction your mate is having with these opposite sex friends. Now, I believe for any relationship to be strong, you have to stay close to be close. And certain things should be saved specifically for your romantic partner. But if you use that friend, that opposite sex friend, is kind of like a backup boyfriend, a substitute boyfriend, a boyfriend when you get mad at your main, then that might not serve that relationship well. I also say the biggest thing, in my opinion, when it comes down to opposite sex friends, is that those friends, if they're truly friends, should be able to know to step back when their friend enters a romantic relationship. Now, these supposed friends have all the information. They know you've been single, they know you've been looking, and now you found somebody. Once you find somebody, they should ultimately be, if they're a true friend, they should be happy for you and they should step back and give you space so that you could develop that relationship. Or otherwise, what should then occur is that the person who is dating needs to come up with they have to do an evaluation, a self evaluation. What's more important? For me to be able to maintain a boatload of friends unquestioned? Or is it more important for me to be in a space where I've created boundaries and I'm in a romantic relationship that helps complete me? Now, one of the big outside factors also with this is the fact that we have to look at trust. How much do you trust your mate? If you trust them, then maybe you can have a bit more leniency when it comes to opposite sex friends. But now in the times that we live in, I wouldn't limit my concerns just to opposite sex friends. I would be across the board looking and having concern with all people. Because as we know, it's not just same sex relationships that could, or same or opposite sex people that we might want to be on the lookout for. It could be anybody. So we want to be mindful of that. But yeah, we want to make sure that we trust our partner and we want to analyze these things. I know from personal experience myself, I felt like I tried to be lenient with my ex to say, okay, these are your friends, these are people that you've known for a long time. But I think sometimes in your leniency, certain people will take advantage. Like, I don't think you should be listening, or if you're nearby when your partner is having a conversation with one of these opposite sex friends and they're having a conversation about sex. That to me is off. You know, again, if you truly are just a platonic friend, certain conversations probably shouldn't be had, and they definitely shouldn't be had in an earshot of your partner. So, you know, as always, tell me what you think. Give me your opinion on these opposite sex friendships while in a relationship. I'm P Banks. This is the P Banks channel. If you like this video, please consider subscribing to my channel. If you like this, consider giving this video a thumbs up. I got a lot more content for you to check out. We got a lot of shorts on this channel. Check everything out and see what you like. I appreciate you. Until next time, this is P Banks.